Hey, good afternoon. Happy Saturday, April the 4th. My name is Sean Reddy with Keller Williams Reddy Group, and I'm joined by my co-host here, none other than Captain Adorable, Everett Reddy. So if you've been watching these videos, Everett and I have been bringing you the front-end metrics of the Tampa Bay real estate market as told since essentially March 13th when the country went on lockdown. So now we have a solid 3 weeks worth of data on the 5 key metrics that we watch. So new listings that hit the market, how many homes reduce their price, so seller price reductions, how many sellers take their home off of the market, meaning wave the white flag, say I don't want to sell anymore, how many contracts fall apart for a number of reasons, and then the most important one, how many homes go pending every single day and ultimately week over week. So those are the 5 key front-end metrics that are going to tell the story of what happens in real estate sales and real estate prices as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. So now we have a solid 3 weeks worth of data. Just want to touch on that for a minute and then kind of offer up whatever it thinks is going to happen as a result of the data that we're seeing. So we saw the number of new listings come down again. It's a week over week, a 17% drop in number of new listings that hit the market. Same as last week, that was a 17% drop. We saw a drop in sales contracts. New contracts drop 16%. Last week, they dropped 25%, so we're actually seeing kind of a flattening of a reduction in sales contracts. Yeah, he likes that one, as you can tell. Yep, he's a big fan of that. So we're seeing, I'm not going to bore you with all these numbers, so I just want to kind of tell you the trends. So we're seeing less homes come on the market, yes. We're also seeing less contracts fall apart, coincidentally enough. So it's almost like that the initial fear and the initial fear of the unknown, ultimately killed a lot of deals in the first week of this thing, and that's kind of leveled out a little bit. So that's right. We're still seeing fairly strong sales activity given the current landscape. Obviously, less people are physically going into homes, so you're seeing more buyers buy homes sight unseen through seeing them online, on video, 3D renderings, that sort of thing. And here's the deal. We went into this thing already at the lowest inventory on record. So February had the lowest inventory on record. And we were seeing strong sales cycle, and that was continuing to ramp up as it always does this time of year. So if inventory keeps dwindling, meaning less sellers are putting their home on the market and more sellers are pulling their home off the market because they think they're not going to sell during this pandemic, and sales contracts, new executed contracts stay strong, we could emerge from this thing with this crazy inventory zero type scenario, as well as have a lineup of buyers who put their search on pause. So bear with me here. So, or listen up here. So we could essentially see this extreme seller's market at the end of this thing, followed by waves of inventory coming on the market that would have been on the market now, thus flushing us into a balanced and ultimately buyer's market down the pipe. We don't know what we're going to see as far as forced sales, meaning homeowners lost their income, thus have to sell their home, or worse yet, have gone into foreclosure, which I don't think we're going to see that until much later because of all the mortgage forbearance stuff going on. So again, I see an extremely strong seller's market at the tail end of this thing, followed pretty quickly by a balancing out into a balanced market and ultimately a buyer's market. So opportunities exist right now for buyers and sellers alike. So if you're a buyer, obviously you have the interest rates. Although they've fluctuated wildly since March 13th, ultimately they've averaged about 2.625 for a 15-year fixed and 3.25 on a 30-year fixed. You also have sellers who are on the market right now who obviously have to sell or they would have pulled it off the market. So you have sellers probably more willing to make a deal. You have much less competition if you are a buyer right now. Think about it. If so many people are putting their search off, you don't want to be a buyer coming out the tail end of this thing. It's going to be like standing at the front of the line of an amusement park when the gates are about to open and they just opened a new ride. Everyone sprints to that line for the new ride. If I'm a buyer, I would rather have the VIP sneak peek before the park opens, which that's right now. Now, flip side of that, if you are a seller, there's ultimately opportunities right now too, because again, interest rates low. Most sellers do in fact buy a home after. Even if you're not, the interest rates allow more buyers to qualify to purchase your home right now. The buyers who are still in the market are serious buyers. Obviously, they have a need or they wouldn't expose themselves right now. And again, less competition. Extremely low inventory right now. Actually, right now there's 68 less homes on the market today than there were even a week ago. So low inventory, not a lot of competition. Again, I see as we come out of this thing, your competition is going to ramp up, and we could see the market swing to a buyer's market very quickly. So I know this is long-winded. I know Everett had a lot to say about the subject too. So this is an overall view. If you want a more hyper-local view at your neighborhood or even your home's value, let me know. Happy to walk through that with you. And most importantly, stay safe. I hope you and everyone in your world is safe and healthy. We do have a resource page that covers all things coronavirus related and real estate, yet not just real estate. It's readygroupkw.com/ well, you're already at the page right now. So appreciate you watching, and we'll see you soon.